Here we go, boys. I'm out and about. Pez is on the move. I'm on the laptop, so we might be a little bit smaller than we usually are, but it doesn't matter because it's episode 74. So I'm up and about. Happy New Year, big man.
Happy New Year, mate. Yes, Happy New Year, boys. Yes, it's going to be a massive New Year. And yes.
Well, that's how committed to the cause I am, Tone. I'm on holidays, and here I am, right here with the Polty Familiar. Now, talking about familiar, we're talking about our favourite Greek. Taz, how you feeling?
I'm on top of the world, mate.
Top of the world.
I am looking forward to New Year's Eve because I will be the best one-man party that you've ever seen.
Really? Now,
one-man party, mate.
Wow. Well, Tone goes all right at a one-man party, I can tell you that. He's like one of those old slot machines. You
always
pull the handle and away you go. You spin. Oh. Now, talking about away you go and spin, the conductor, here he is, Mr. Worldwide. Mardo, we've missed you. Welcome back, mate. The only one who's tipping winners for us. Here you are.
I have been. I've got a couple from 3 weeks, but, well, I'm back here because you're doing it's almost midnight. Bloody hell, we're doing a late night screening tonight. Yeah. That's the only way I can make it here.
Yeah, it's well past Tony's bedtime. It's about 9:25. And right. No, Tony, thank you, mate, for having a cup of tea and trying to wake up. It's good that you got your slippers on too. Now, as I said, I'm away from Fukuoka. I'm about 500, 600 Ks up the road. And I'm with the grandma of the kids and not paying a cent. And I tell you what, boys, I think I was eating something a little bit weird. Can I show you a photo?
Yeah, love to see it.
Let's have a look.
All right.
It's not as if you'd eat anything weird, is it?
What do you think that is, Tone?
Oh, no idea, mate.
Look at that.
It's come right back.
Oh.
That looks...
Tony, I think this was Sosi Bon last week.
Fantastic.
And it might have been a little bit of there as well. A little bit of Delisand and maybe a little bit of Outback Barbie as well, big boy.
Beauty.
But if you can see this white stuff, Tone, that's the top of a horse's head.
Right.
Which head?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Jesus Christ. Mate, I was eating a bit of horse, mate. And it got worse. Nice, like Tony, it got worse. We had horse bacon.
Oh, there we go.
How can you call it? So, Pezza,
and we had horse bacon.
When you say horse bacon, are you actually eating a horse's ass?
We're eating horse. Yeah, that's what we're eating. We're eating, like, this is called horse uma butter, which is like the rib, the rib of the horse, and tastes really fatty, porky type taste.
Okay.
And we had a uma sausage, like a horse sausage. So I don't know, boys. As I said to my grandma, the grandma tonight, I've backed a few slow ones and I've backed a few fast ones, and I wouldn't mind eating a few jockeys, Tone, after a couple of rides.
Jesus Christ!
And
then the comments are going to blow up this week.
And then grandma said, "Oh no, tonight we're not eating any fast horse races because the good ones are more expensive." And I'm like, holy shit. You know, in Australia, we've got a living legends. Over here, we pay more to eat them. That's how good we go. Fair income. Anyway, boys, welcome. A happy new year, Tony. Now, Tony.
Bring the hate mail, you animal lovers.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
it's a bit different in Japan, guys. You have to understand it's culture over there. And some are fine and some just have to be put down. There's just no room to keep them.
And we only eat them from one area.
Right, there you go.
Make it better?
Well, yeah, it doesn't worry me. But I'm just imagining.
What do you mean you only eat them from one area?
So there's one prefecture in Fukuoka. There's 47 states, basically. Right. And there's one state called Kumamoto, Tone, and that's the only place where we can buy horse meat. So I've gone 500 Ks up the road to eat something about 100 Ks from where we live. It's bloody bizarre, isn't it? But what do they say, Taz? When in Greek, do as the Greeks do? No, they don't say that.
When in Rome.
When in Rome, thank you, mate, because I think the Greek way is sort of something about anal, right?
No. What they're trying to say there, I'll make it easy for you.
All right, thanks, mate.
When in Rome, do what the Romans do, because the Greeks told them what they have to do.
There you go. Right, I knew there was a Greek slant.
Yeah, it's like I've told you about the pyramids, haven't I?
What? Yeah, no.
No.
But
Yeah. Well, the Greeks built them.
of course they did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yep.
Just so that you know.
The Greeks do it better, Marto. And Marto, welcome to COVID. Well done. Cairns is.
Yes, COVID has finally reached the northern tip of Australia in Cairns.
Really?
We've been without it since we locked down in 2019, and now here we are. We opened the borders up and let it in, and it's gone rampant.
Now, Marto, what was your biggest day before, like the last couple? Would you have
somewhere between 3 and 5 cases?
3 and 5.
North of Brisbane, somewhere between 3 and 5 cases in the day. And now, yesterday we've had 75. Today we've got another 54. And
As is like that's pathetic. That's pathetic.
Seriously.
We get 75 at the local KFC, Tone.
All right. Bring it on.
Bring it on. Anyway, hey, and I'll tell you one thing about the horse meat, though. It was really, really good. So if you're really going to get upset about it, yeah, at least I'm pretty content with the taste. It was really good, Tone. But
Kez,
yes.
When you don't want any more, what do you say? Do you just go, would you like some more horse? And you go, nay.
Whoa.
Is that what you do?
Taz with a bazinga.
Whoa. Yeah, in Japanese, yeah, we're like, more science.
You get
my son is giving me a bit of a time. Anyway, boys, here we go. Let's get into the results last week. Now, we won't. Oh, Tone. Oh, I don't know about this. Oh, Tony. Oh, Tony. Oh, Tony. Oh, Tony.
What happened to poor Tone?
Oh, Tony. Tone, you've had a shocker, mate, last week. Let's be serious. Dynamic Impact had 0 impact. But let's talk about the $38,000 quaddy you left on the table, because one of your fucking ghosts you didn't put in Parry Sound. Now, mate, you need to be on that plate of meat tonight for the barbecue. Seriously.
Yep.
Taz, what did you do last week?
Well, it's your fault too. So, it's your bloody omen bet there. Parry Sound. It says like Parry to me, big boy.
All I'm going to say.
I can't control these absolute criminalistic jockeys pulling horses up one week and running them the next.
Taz?
That's what's going on.
Taz, what happened last week? Marto is absent.
Well, I'll tell you exactly what happened. Yeah, it went a little bit like this. Tone, I'm just curious. You've left one out. Now, the week before you were in love with it, and this week you've just fallen out of love with it.
2 weeks ago,
exactly what I said.
That's my tip in the last leg of the quaddy. He said, this going to win, And
then it did.
And then when it does, he's not with it.
And then and then you told him last week what happened. And he's gone, I can't win this, mate. Wins
I told you couldn't win. See? Rigged. It's all rigged. It's all rigged.
Marto.
They're putting them up. There's people taking money in brown envelopes under the tables, and there's a very good example. Cost us $37,500.
Yeah, for 10%, for $32 would have got you back 3,800. But now I think we did our job, Tassie. You did your job. You found a great winner at about 15s.
I found a trifecta for you if you really wanted it.
Oh,
you did,
big swinger.
Big swinger.
Oh,
put the knife right in.
And I think it was a $4,000 first forward too, to tell the truth.
Yeah, it was. But, the trifecta just, if you boxed the 4 of my selections up, you would have got 970 odd back.
Yeah,
I think
956 odd skins jumps in. You would have got a nice little 20% of that. So well done, mate. And then Marto, Pez throws out Holyfield because there was a scratching, of course, because Pez, I could find a scratching in a fucking itchy factory. Fair dinkum, mate. I'm sick of the scratching. But Marto finds one at what? $24 or some shit.
In the last week. That was a last minute
number
addition,
5.
to be honest.
And you should have seen the chat ping, 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 ping after that. Parry Sound. Oh, mate, I haven't met a more poisonous bunch since I met Matty Nichols. So, Matty, bit of a shout out to you, mate.
10% would have cost, what was it, about $30, and we would have won
$32, 10%.
Thanks, Tone.
Yeah, I'm not like everybody else taking 5 horses every week in your bloody legs. I usually take. I carried you bastards for the last 12 weeks.
Hey, Marto's a very strong wanker.
You're all standing there.
Really strong.
So, you know, don't bloody rail me because of one little mishap. When
38,000, and it's paid unders. Like you've had what was it? What was the first Parry Sound at 25s, and then you had Tassie's was like 20s, and then mine was 9 skins, and yours was 25 skins. It's paid 38,000. It should have a $1 all up. A $1 all up was 47.
Yeah, but do you know why it's paid that much, Pezza? Because whilst the four of us might be stupid, I don't think our Pelty followers are. They would have listened to us. They would have watched the video and thought, you know what? They've talked up Parry Sound. They're stupid.
Barney reads between the lines better than most, actually. And Pezza was a scratch twice. I didn't even have a push last week. We just pissed him out. Blesky didn't bless her with money. But
Mate, I've rung the police, Detective Sergeant Big Nose, and it's out of his jurisdiction. We've called in the federal police for an investigation. There's Hugh Bowman, mate. I swear he should be back on his old man's property chasing cattle around.
Hugh Bowman is basically become
Absolutely, Martin, I totally agree. He's a thief. He shouldn't be allowed on a racehorse.
What was he doing way back there? And this thing
pony rides out the back of Toowoomba or something. You know,
he just gave it no chance to get there in the end.
Yep.
That's what happens. That's what happens when you go slops.
It screamed home. Yeah, Tone slops. Now, the Greek Freak gets the head down on the line for third, but it did pay $2.25 to place, but I expected a bit more, mate.
Look, yes, I did too.
Old Roman.
But it was nice to be in the money again.
Yeah.
Because, you know, last week, you know, with the one that's gone lame. Yeah. So I'm just working myself back into another win.
Right. Hang on a minute.
Yeah, I don't like to win every week.
Tips each week. We don't tip them each way, do we? We tip them to win, right?
No, we don't tip them each way. It's all on the nose.
Oh, well, you can't claim that, Taz. So you're not in the money yet, mate.
Well, Taz,
I know. I'm in the money. Trust me. One unit to win, 2 units to place. I was on.
Tip to win. You can't claim.
Do a little bit each way, as you know. They like to go a bit each way, the Greeks. Don't you worry about that. And talking about the Greeks going each way, the Perth Cup is probably the biggest day of racing in the Perth Carnival, except for the Railway, of course, the Railway Stakes. But the Perth Cup's this week, of course, the traditional January 1st big race.
A lot bigger if they let the Eastern races come over.
Oh,
well, that's something for the Premier, isn't it?
Ooh.
It is. I think it's still a nice race, but I think it'll be a lot better.
Yeah, we can't see a lot because I'm on my laptop. It's all a bit small. So sorry, Tone. I know you need your glasses on definitely for this. Pezza's found the 10 again, come right back. I've got the little bloke on it from Mauritius claiming 1.5. A little bit better than that fucking Holly Watson go and get fucked. And it's 51.5 kilos, over 2,400. I reckon it's looking for it now. It's going to get back. It's going to be ridden the right way because little Ladka Ramola can actually ride. So I reckon at that weight, it's a sneaky little each way chance. And Pez is on at 101 skins.
Well, Pezza, you can't eat value.
No, that's right. So I don't understand. I agree.
You could be on at 300 to 1 skins, but if it runs fourth, it doesn't really matter.
Oh, Tony. Talking about Tone. Tone's on the 4. Tell him we're coming. I'm not exactly sure why, but Tone's going to tell us why.
Got little, what's his name? As a party on there, he'll be having a crack. Only carrying 54
He's
and a
talking
half.
about fucking shifty job. Joseph as a party, mate. Jesus.
Yeah. You know, the big track, anything can happen. Parry Sound. There you go. Tell them we're coming. We'll make up for it this week in the Perth Cup. There you go.
So I don't know how much homework you've done with that, but Marto, you found one that's right in the market about 650, and everything's been leading up towards the Perth Cup.
It's had a nice prep run. I mean, the last 2 runs are 2,200 over Ascot. It's run 3rd and then got the win. And I love Chris Parnham on a lightweight. And the trainer sounds like my name because he's Morton, right? It sounds like Martin.
Yep.
So why not?
It's quite funny that Chrissy Parnham has chosen a Morton or a Martin trained horse when his old man's got 3 of them, isn't it?
He does. Yes. He said, "I'm not riding yours."
And he's not riding any for him, the prick. So
you throw Steve on there, and you throw Brad on the other one, and, and I'm riding this one.
I reckon it might be a bit of a steer to maybe steer yourself away from the Parnham.
Look, Quincy Parnham's got a good record on him. He's only got the 1 win, but he's also got a 2nd and 2/3 from 6 rides on this one. And Stafford's lad just likes it. At Ascot, he's lightweight. He's going to get back. Hopefully, there's no leader bias at Ascot.
Yeah,
and he can
that's what I'm praying for. I'm praying for a bit of a leader bias actually in my today. And Tassie Cockney Crew, number 9, a bit of a sneaky chance at around 20 skins.
Look, it's the story horse.
Oh.
And I'll tell you the story.
Oh, I like story horses.
All right. Cockney Crew. Jockey. MC. McGird or whatever his name is.
McGrady.
Trainer.
Yep. McDonough or whatever his name is. Yep.
McDonough. Yep. McGrady. Cockney.
Yep.
Cockney is English and the McDonough's Scottish.
You're going.
As far as I'm concerned, they're all from Britain, the United Kingdom.
Yes.
So that's all that I look at. United Kingdom. I don't separate those countries over there. It's a bit like the European Union. I don't care whether you're in Germany or you're in Greece or you're in Italy. You're a Greek.
And Tone, come right back. One of my favourite horses, but I'll be eating it next week if it loses. Out of barrier 8, that's your favourite barrier in a cup?
Barrier 8, yes. But see, where Taz is stuffed up tonight, he's given us his tip, but he hasn't done his numerology. That's what I'm waiting for.
No, I've done it.
I don't think you can see it.
I've done it. Do you want the numerology?
Oh, shit.
Yes, you haven't.
Really?
No, you're doing it without saying it.
Here it is. Here it comes. You ready?
Yeah.
Right. 15 take away 4 equals 11.
Right.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
11 plus 10, right, is 21.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Right. 21. 2 plus 1 is 3.
Yep.
There's 3 other horses I've got to beat. So 3 times 3 is number 9.
Oh, Marto.
I don't know how you got that.
Marto, I feel, what's that Billy Madison movie when he gives a big speech, he's all proud of it, and he goes, I feel a lot dumber than I did.
When he goes back to school?
Yeah. I feel
we got there eventually.
I feel more incredibly dumb than it's one of the best comments ever. But anyway, Perth Cup. Good luck, Lukey McCullum. He's a lunatic. This guy, I love him. Well done, Lukey Mac. I'm his Facebook friend now, and he does some good funny shit. So well done, Luke. I love you, mate. Well done. Good luck in the Perth Cup, everyone going around. Come right back. Let's hopefully we get a decent set and we can cheer Pezza home at 101 skins. Anyway, Marto, we're running late as always. Meat and 2 veg. Let's go.
Let's go meat and 2 veg. We'll make it short and sweet. Lady Doro, mate. Yep. This one here, Lara Lafferty jumped on last start over 1,200 metres, and just before the race, they interviewed the trainer, De Kock, there, and they said,
I love De Kock.
He said, I'm back in the start because we're taking her to the Fields of Omar plate. Fields of Omar, what horse was he? Jesus. Yeah. But he said, this is just a prep run for the Fields of Omar plate. That's what our target race is. And I'll tell you what, Lara got this thing absolutely flying late from the back, and she wasn't far off pinching that 1,200 metre race. Lady Doro is screaming out for the 1,400 metres. The how do you say it? Medaglia Doro horses, they are like the I Am Invincibles in New South Wales. They love the dry, and they love it between 12 and 1,400 where they can run on from the back. And that's exactly what this one's going to be set up for. Bit of value at $8.50. Get on.
I'm glad you kept that short and sweet, mate. That was fair income. Tone's gone out the back, had a smoke and a rub off, and made fair income. No, mate, Laura Lafferty goes all right, and I love the Cock, and barrier 5. She can do it, does whatever she wants, come like at the headquarters. Here we go. He's a great man himself. Tassie, where are you, mate? Morfordville, Murray Bridge, Brisbane, Sydney. I don't know. Where are you, mate?
I've gone with all the big swingers.
Oh,
so I've waited. I'm going to carry you guys on my shoulders. Oh. Okay, so I'm going to wait for you guys to get 3 locked away, and then I'm going to come in with Billy Ain't Silly. So it's the last race in Perth. Number 2, first up. last race, first up. Look, it's had 2 trials, won a trial of recent. It does go well fresh.
Oh.
I think it's going to be right on the pace. And even though this fella does like to get over a little bit more ground, I think he should be able to dictate and then probably out-tough them in the finish. So I think that's the way it's going to go. And after Billy has won, you'll be saying, Tassie ain't silly either.
Oh,
Tip us another winner.
Labka's, he's going to have a big day because he's going to run the winner. He's going to win the race before and come right back at 101 for Bez. Straight into the running double there at the end of the day. I love it. Bang. There's your little multi right there. Go the little magical magician from Mauritius. Tony was telling us something about Mauritius, weren't you, mate, before?
Yes. They're supposed to have the most beautiful girls in the world.
Really? Can you say that? Can you say that in 2021?
He just did.
Right.
Well, that's not being racist, is it?
No, it's not, because beauty is inside and out.
That's right.
Oh, well saved.
Good save.
Good save, mate. But anyway, I wouldn't mind going to Mauritius to not only partake in a bit of horse, but to check out the local. Anyway, here we go, boys. We're going to get into it. Barney, get stuff. We're back in Melbourne, boys. Why, Tassie? Why are we back in Melbourne?
Because that's where all the big swingers go when they're not in Western Australia or New South Wales or Queensland. The unfortunate part of it is that we still haven't gone to South Australia.
Well, the thing was, we're going to go to Ascot for the meeting, and Tony gave us his selections too quick, so we put a line through it. He was like, within minutes, he was like, there you go, boys. And Tony knows a lot, like, he knows more about Ascot in the UK than he does Ascot in Australia. So we were all like, oh, fuck, we'll put a line through Ascot because Tone's already got his selections in. He might have been tipping for UK. We're not sure, but the great man. But anyway, Tony, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 11 in the first. Away we go.
Irish Butterfly on top, carrying a bit of weight, but yeah, you know, it's consistent, so it's worth a go. Yep. You look at Brassada, good win last start. It might be one of Mardo's, I'm not sure. Oh no, Convict Sam, had to put him in for Mardo. Convict Sam. You know, I'm a big fan of Nordic Pride, actually. I like Nordic Pride. That's one of mine.
I don't mind the black and the grey silks.
And we had to put the bottom one in the 11 in for Taz. Lost Impact, because that's what happened after Parry Sound one.
Yeah, that's what happened after Dynamic fucking Impact last week. It was lost.
We're going from Dynamic to Lost. It's got to be a chance, hasn't it?
Yeah, I do have one black book in this race in Prez to Toy, but I didn't mention that because I realised when I did my slide. But anyway, old Chowie with Damien Lane in the saddle, Tone, you might have missed one there. If you can go a bit wide, a bit more money.
Actually,
tough race.
Tough race, tough start.
Tough race. It is. It's a tough race, Tone. I mean, you know, I've got a horse that I want to say, but I don't want to poison us, so I'm just not going to say it.
Mate, Tez. Tone, if you get us away on the first leg, well done, bud, because honestly, you know, there's a few ghosts in this race, and Mardo can tell us anyone of them can win.
Oh, they could. I mean, it's 650 the field, but I'll be honest with you. I have my top 4 rated as 3, 1, 2, 11.
Perfect.
You've got them all, Tone.
Good on you, Tone. Well done. You got them all.
Well done, Tone.
If I'm right.
Well done, Tone.
Tassie, I reckon you've made a big mistake here. But anyway, mate, numbers 2, 4, and 6.
Well, look,
good luck.
Everyone's talking up Smoke and Romans.
Yep.
So, you know, it's the informed horse, so I've thrown it in.
Yep.
Then you've got the
Jamie Oliver in the saddle. Jamie Oliver.
Yeah, that's okay. It doesn't bother me who's riding them. When they're that good, all you got to do is steer them.
Jamie Oliver, Tone, that's your next wife.
But then you've got that High Emotion, which is the Eustace horse.
Gee, hey, Mardo, I don't want to say anything, mate, because I know you love High Emotion, as do I.
Yeah.
Does it like running past horses?
Well, it might not need to because it might be up on the pace. But the one that I personally like more than anything else, and I know you can laugh, but it had 3 donuts in a 1, is the 4. And the force come across the Moroni Dragonstorm. It's come across from New Zealand. Ooh. Now, it's finally got a suitable track, so it does like it nice and hard. It's come into form. Moroni, renowned trainer of stayers. I think this horse has come over here to qualify itself for some better staying events later in the year.
Wow.
So for me, I am prepared to go out on a limb and say, if I had to go 2 horses only, I'd be taking the 2 and the 4.
Wow.
If you only gave me one pick, I would take the 4. Wow. And if I lost, I'd bury my head in my ass and say, well, bad luck.
Sounds like a good idea.
You know, when Dragonstorm won 2 weeks ago, you realise that was Moroni's birthday, right?
It doesn't matter, mate. Moroni's
right. With a little bit of a zinger.
No, you are right. But this week, it's his wife's birthday.
Right.
So he needs to keep her happy too.
Oh, Tone, what do you think about the birthday?
I like the value, but I'm not sure about the win.
That's all right.
That's my pick. We are in value town with the quaddy if you get it.
Look,
I think Smoky Romans is not going to get it all its own way like it did last time. That was a lay down.
No. I think it's beatable too. But it needs to be in there just in case you can't leave it out, right?
But what have you guys gone? Have you gone with Tiger, who couldn't win its first race in Australia, and since then it started to step up, and now it's found its form. But just like Miss Brightside or whatever, you know, the picket fences, they fall over eventually.
Oh, Tone.
But I just like the way Skelm beat High Emotion at the last fight.
Skelm was
seriously.
I go upside down.
Skelm's better off running at the Burrumbeat Cup than it is winning this today. It was a dual nominator.
How good was Skelm last start? Usually a back marker gets way back, screams home, runs forth.
Over the top of High Emotion.
And then it led. It was amazing. Couldn't believe it. Like ridden completely upside down and too tough. So, I don't know. I don't mind good idea up the top, Tassie. I don't know why. But Mardo reckons the handicap is already handicapped out of the race.
Yeah, I don't think he runs the win with a big weight on like that.
Right.
All I know is looking at this quaddie, the wankers have both taken 5.
Yeah.
And I've only taken 3. So that's all I'm going to say.
I probably didn't need 4.
Oh, right. There we go.
Numbers 5, 8, 9. Now, I've got to throw in the 5. Looks like Elvis, because seriously, we've had more bad Elvis impersonations on this show. And if it actually won, and it's been backed in too, it's hard in quote. It's hard in quote. So I had to throw in Looks Like Elvis just because of all the bad Elvis impersonations, Tone and Mardo over the last couple of weeks. Don't mind Second Slip, back in form. Will Clarken's probably got his shit together. And Jamie Oliver's in the saddle. That's Tony's next wife.
What's this race? The busted ass stakes, because by God, this is full of ghosts. And I reckon you've missed out the winner. It'll jam you right up the bloody.
Don't you mention New Long January, you prick. Fucking don't you mention those New Long horses.
No, that's not the one.
Oh, no. Okay.
Not going to say its name. I'm not poisoning anybody.
All right.
Say it. Say it.
Say it.
No.
Say it.
You like the 7, don't you, Tone?
Mardo.
The scumbag, yeah.
Scumbag puncher. I thought you were going to say Odeon. I don't mind Odeon. Anyway, and then I'm on the 9. Lighthouse, you got to throw it in. Jai McNeil for the Mar Eustace team. Probably the most progressive horse in the race. And I've got to throw in Daniel Moore just because of the double 4. And I reckon Daniel Moore last week, God, he rode good at Caulfield. Like, he gave every horse a chance. I didn't see a butcher. He was maybe a little bit too far back in a couple, but geez, he rode him home. Like he was on fire last week and really stiff not to win a few more. So I reckon if he comes in that mindset more, he loves them to come from the back, and Farouk will be screaming home at around 15 skins.
Can't argue it.
And then Mardo, you've got probably the hardest.
Oh, it's a shocker.
There were 20 entrants, one is scratch. We got 19 runners here, mate. I've gone 6. What have I got? 5 out. I reckon I could put another 5 in and still possibly miss this.
100%.
But
100%. 4, 10, 12, 14 and 20. We're not too sure how many are going to run, but who knows? Gee, it's a tough race to finish off.
It is a shocking race. It's an absolutely shocking race. I put in Rock Profit there, Louis German, however you want to say it. It just pops up now and then. It's not a bad horse. It could do with a bit better form, but it's got to be in there. Pioneer River, the favourite, you have to have it in there. It's got form around it. Where do we go then? The 12. Husay. You can't miss out on Husay. 4th up, ready to go. Shea Eden horse, Joe McNeil on.
Perfect.
14, Capriccio, Harry Coffey. Again, you can't leave him out. He rides them well. And down the bottom,
I think Shea Eden and Daniel Bowman, really good trainers.
If you've left out the super job, seriously, fundraiser, first up specialist.
Oh yeah, right.
It's got Craig Williams on it. Forget it.
I know that's the only reason it wins.
Forget it.
And I'm glad you threw the big horse in down the bottom. If it does get a run, Vespertine.
I think it still needs another couple scratch and jet. But I don't think Alberk will run for the barrier. Who else?
It's a tough race, Marty.
River Twain might scratch as well, and that way Vespertine will get the run.
Yeah,
even Cloudy. It's had 2. I think its last run was in Sydney and stuff.
Yep.
Geez, I tell you what, this is a super tough race.
Tough race, but
and you're right.
Do my best and try and find something.
If we're alive in the last, if Tony gets us away, which will be a miracle. Yeah. If we're alive in the last, Jesus Christ, it's going to pay. It's going to pay. Because there's going to be value town in the first and the last legs. Even if the 2 hot pots win the second and third, there's going to be value in the first and the last. So she's going to pay.
Will be, which just a note, I mean, you could shorten up your middle legs if you want, guys, if you're following, and go a bit wider in the first and last legs.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Totally agree.
Yep. So just take the 4 straight out. Is that what you're saying? Right? Take
No. We're 1 out the 4.
Yeah, that's it. 1 out.
Yeah. No, we're throwing out smoke.
You try to help your followers out, and then there's Taz. Jesus.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what I'm going to do.
And Tony, of course, you're probably going to be tipping in the Smoking Romans because you tipped the last start for a beautiful win by your next wife in Jamie Oliver. #car. What's going on with the TT, big boy? Should we put all the punters out of their misery because that's everyone's just waiting for? And
come on, Tony. Where are we going? Bring us some value.
Coming up. Get ready.
It's got to be Smoking Romans, surely. Tony, here we go. Murray Bridge, mate. Race 5, number 6, Dr. DD. Murray Bridge is a regional track. I've got a question there for you, Tony. Isn't Murray Bridge a regional track? Oh, I thought you hated regional tracks.
I don't mind Murray Bridge. I've had some
beautiful
wins there over the centuries. You know, race 5, number 6, Dr. DD. Why, get on yesterday. It's going to be got little Kayla in the saddle coming out of barrier 1, trained by Dodson. You know, it's been up round about. I think 550 is about the right price. Murray Bridge, get on. Dr. DD, get on.
Well,
the Tasselator won't be on, I'm sure, but can you give me the numerology? Can you give me the numbers from Marta?
The Chocky wheel, mate. Was it a selection for the Chocky?
Well, I think the top weight is Paddy Payne's Be Tempted. I think that's the top weight in that race, if I'm right. Just sort of stepping back a few classes. But the numerology reads very well for this. Because if you went 3 plus 3 is 6.
We're running out of time.
6 plus 4 is 10. Plus 5 is 15. 15 plus 6 is 21. 2 less 1 is barrier 1. It's a winner.
Marto. Seriously.
What about Marto's numbers?
Anyway, don't worry about the Peasants Bush because it'll be scratched. So anyway, I found that horse. I love myself a Luke Fernie horse because he'll run him at fucking Murrumbidgee and Albany and Exmouth, and then he'll bring him to town and win. But Mervin's been running in town, and all it does is run like a scolded cat. And I reckon for barrier 3, it's just going to shoot to the front. And there's 2 hot pots in the race. the front bar and Miss Kentucky. I think Taz likes Miss Kentucky. Mardo is probably on the, not too sure about the front bar. But I reckon over 1,000 meters, and if he kicks around the bend in Ascot, and if there's any chance of a little bit of bias, I reckon the front bar and Miss Kentucky are going to be too worried about where they are, and Mervin's going to be in front and fall in by about half a length at around 9 skins. Because I tell you what, that's all it does. It's not a complicated. It's like you, Tone. Not very complicated at all. This horse just runs and burns up with 50 to go.
He explodes out the gate. And yeah, like you said, he explodes out the gate. He gets out 2, 3, 4 lengths in front.
Yes.
And then the petrol kind of runs out at the end.
Yeah,
so
it's shot
if he's good enough, he's good enough.
But it's going to kick around the bend. This is the thing about Ascot. It's going to kick around the bend. Oh, yeah. Kick around the bend. Kick off.
Well, he's 6th up this prep.
Yeah, mate. Wow.
5 runs and he's 6th up. He must be rock hard fed. He's got to be.
Well, Ascot's a bit of a chalky wheel at the moment, and the front bar's been sold to the east, so we'll put a line through that. They don't really care. It's sayonara run. And Miss Kentucky, well, I don't reckon it's racing as good as last prep. Mervin's going to hang on for us at 9 skins. So, boys, we're 5.50 to 9 gets $50. And a beautiful little Yankee if we all marry up. 3,785 jump in for $11, which would be closer to $5.5 grand with the doubles and trebles. So, as I said, it's going to happen hopefully before the end of 2021. The start of 2022 it does.
This is it. This is first day of a new year.
First day, that's right. All right, boys. Less than a minute, boys. Final thoughts. We better get away from this.
Real quick.
Yes.
Real quick. Something I learned from it from an 11-year-old.
Oh.
Race car spelt backwards spells race car.
It does indeed.
That's all.
Good luck, boys. I know the dart didn't go as planned tonight, but hopefully the UK tips go better. I'll get this show up. And Mardo, thanks, mate.
Cheers for having us. Good luck to all the Pulty Pirates out there. I hope you all feel up, boys and girls.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yep. Happy New Year, everyone.
Tony, did you miss me?